Welcome back to the channel, guys. Big video today, and a common question that I get asked is about my morning routine, how I run businesses, how I create content, how I structure my day and do it so efficiently. So we thought we'd bring that to the channel and show you guys exactly how I operate day to day. So as you can see, I wake up pretty early, 5:30, the alarm goes off, straight into brushing my teeth, washing my face, skincare routine, keeps me nice and young. And then of course we rehydrate, which is the most important thing. We take the supplementation, which we'll talk about on screen. We take the viewing, have a little bit of mind mapping in my brain, and then we sit down and we begin the working day. So I think a key implementation for you all to implement if you do struggle with efficiency is an action list. So I sit down at the end of each evening and I write an action list. I wake up the next morning, I rewrite that action list, and anything that I thought about in bed, or if anything that's propped up after I've written that list, I then elaborate on that list and rewrite it so that I know exactly within my working schedule for that day what I've got to complete above and beyond what's already populated into my calendar on a day-to-day basis, the non-negotiables. This action list is above and beyond my non-negotiables, so I don't miss a single thing. So first non-negotiable of the day, exfoliator on the face. So we wet the face, put the exfoliator on, spread it nicely, wash that off. Then what I actually use is the exact same skincare routine for every treatment, is that the right word? So we use it by Zeo Skin Health. I use this one because, to be honest, I lost the exfoliator for Zeo, so I'll get another one when I'm back home. We then literally get the complexion renewal pads. So exfoliate, complexion renewal pads, get all the dirt off your face. Then after the cleansing pads, wash your face, and then you're into the daily power defense, which is basically like a moisturizer. Protects the skin, keeps it looking nice and young, brings it to life when it's dull in the morning. And then after that, of course, with a hot climate, and I'd recommend this in any country, I then have the Smoke Tone broad spectrum sunscreen, which is basically like an SPF every single day. And with studies now, it's shown that everybody needs one, no matter what exposure they've got to sun day to day. So yeah, keep that up, and that's how you look this young at my age. Second part of the routine is, if you're any normal person, you brush your teeth. So we brush your teeth, and then what we then get into is the hair care. Now, I don't do my hair to do check-ins, but a lot of people have asked what I use on my hair. So what I do is I wake up, I'll wash it in the sink, just get a little bit of water in, I'll dry it with a towel, and then the actual hair care product that I use is VO5 matte styling paste, £4 from Morrison's. Nothing intense, nothing expensive. It's all we use, and then we apply a little bit of show, and we're good to get in the kitchen and rehydrate. As you saw, we rehydrate, so simple procedure. I either get a Diet Pepsi or a can of Monster, usually mix them between. I like, just after I've brushed my teeth, that nice kick of something like really fizzy, just to bring me to life and get me invested into the check-ins. Kidding, we don't have that. We save them for later on in the day, they're the diet hack. And I'd recommend this to everyone. Litre to a litre and a half of water with some electrolytes and my morning health stack, which I'll put up on the screen here. And then we'll just work our way through my electrolytes and the water to rehydrate, because when you're sleeping, you lose up to 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram of water, hence why when you wake up, you need a wee. So get the water and the fluids back into you. I see a lot of people not drinking enough water. Key hydration for blood flow, for muscle contractions. Then we get sat in the office where all the magic happens. Boohoo man, top to toe as always, representing. And then we get into the work, so productive straight away from the off, because I feel I'm most efficient in the morning. Remember, I'm in Dubai now, 3 hours ahead of the UK, so I don't touch my phone until 9 o'clock Dubai time, that's 6 o'clock UK time. So I don't want to wake the clients, and then when they wake up, they've had the check-in. So 3-hour work block, undisturbed, all client check-ins replied to by the time they've got up, and then any questions that they've sent that evening before, all replies are done at 9 o'clock. So they've had their replies by 6:30 their time. One thing I want to talk about in this video is being efficient within your work blocks. When I was in the UK, I'd do a couple of check-ins and I'd find that I was sometimes browsing social media, or I'd be replying to clients on WhatsApp, because the majority of my clients are from the UK. The whole transition to Dubai is to level up and continue to that level up, and this routine now with that 3-hour work block, 6 till 9, I am now able to get through double the workload, provide the same quality, and just that allows me to grow more, focus on different points of the business and just excel, because the efficiency of my routine now has just gone from being really good to exceptional. So as an online coach who is responsible for numerous clients' journeys, you want to be efficient with your time. So what I do typically is I will use Google Calendar. So what I do is I set my work blocks out. So 6 till 9, that's my client check-ins. 9 till 9:30, that's when I'm responding to clients and eating my breakfast. Come 9:30 then, all clients have had a response, WhatsApp gets closed back off, we're then into another 2-hour work block. That is literally 5 hours of work, deep work as well, undisturbed work, where then majority of the work for the day is finished. I can head to the gym, I can be invested into that session, and we spend 1 to 2 hours in that gym, undisturbed, primarily focusing on the session. So there's no calls booked in, there's no other admin tasks, all clients have had their responses, they've all had the questions answered, and I can train without that subconscious thinking, oh, someone had a reply, someone had their check-in. Everything is done, everyone is happy, I can train, I can be happy, I can be present in that session. And then we talked about meal 1. So work 3 hours fasted, just with hydration, typically through water and 1 coffee. And then we come into meal 1, which is 150 gram of 0% fat-free yogurt and 200 gram of berries with 30 gram of whey isolates. I feel like I'm more productive without having to get up and eat. Like I feel like I can just get up, brush my teeth, skincare, hydrate, straight into a working block. And then just as I start to think about food and get a little bit hungry, then I can have a meal. Of course, in an off season, that's never ideal. But if you are in a dieting phase, waiting a certain period of time to eat your first meal is always beneficial, to leave more food towards the back end of the day. Because the Greek yogurt's quite thick, I always just add a little bit of water. And I find it mixes better with a fork before people start commenting saying why I'm eating yogurt and berries with a fork. It mixes better. Then we get into the berries, so 200 gram. And then tuck into meal 1, reply to clients on the balcony, try and get a little bit of sun. As you can see, it's not working that well, pretty pale to say I've been here a while now. But I try and get as much work done as I physically possibly can in the morning. Why? Because it's undisturbed, and also I'm the most productive in the morning. I find if I'm going to the gym and I'm having really intense sessions and I come back, cognitively I'm not as good as I am in the morning. So you learn that with time and with obviously business, you work and understand when you're more efficient. And for me, that work block in the morning is absolutely critical for the growth and the success of my business, as well as how I manage clients' expectations. Every client knows by the time they get up, they've got feedback. So managing that expectation is far more important to me than going on a morning walk or going to the gym as soon as I wake up. We go to the gym with more food, so we perform better. Clients get their expectations above standard as always. They're happy, I'm happy, everyone's happy. Me and the team have spaces available, so if you want to work with us, hit the link in the bio. And of course, I hope you took a significant amount of value away from this video, how to structure your morning. Question yourself, are you being the most efficient person you can be? Because that's what's going to drive success, that's what's going to yield growth. But as always, thank you for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Anything you want to see, remember to hit that in the comments, and see you in the next one.